Hey everyone, what's up TGL Nation? I wish I could emphasize the importance of what has happened in the past week or so. I wish I could describe how important this latest discovery is. The gameplay footage you are watching right now is from the 2016 Daytona 500 special event. This special event ran from February 16th to March 4th of 2016. After that, the event was closed and was never rerun or reintroduced in a later update. This event effectively disappeared, became lost media, and there has been no way to replay it. The gameplay footage on screen right now that you are watching was captured just days ago, over a decade after the event officially ended. I am probably the first person to play through this event in over 10 years. And this isn't the only thing that's got me hyped up for the future of Real Racing 3's preservation. So how is this possible? How much of the game has become accessible once again? And more importantly, how can you do it yourself? So first things first, how is this even possible? How on earth am I playing an event that has been completely closed and inaccessible for over a decade? To explain that, we need to look at the app behind all of this, the RR3 Proxy Pin app. This app was designed by the Chinese Real Racing 3 community. Not only does it reconnect the game back online, but also allows the changing of the game's date and time, which is how special events like this one become replayable. Here's a breakdown of how this app functions alongside Real Racing 3. First of all, this proxy app connects the player to a different server, one that was designed specifically to only respond to Real Racing 3. It does that through the HTTPS messaging system. Basically, whenever you launch Real Racing 3, the game automatically sends out a message looking for the game's server. If the server responds to that message, things like your date and time are synchronized between the two. Think of it like a handshake. If both the game and the server can agree and respond to each other's messages, things like special events that require an internet connection will become accessible. But the big headline ability of this companion app, and in my opinion, the absolute game-changing feature that is such a huge deal, is the time offset feature. The time offset feature allows the server to tell the game what day it is, even if that day was over 10 years ago. So while an internet connection is still required, this is a huge step in making all special events playable offline and available permanently. And if that happens, that will be a huge, huge story if that comes true. So let me just highlight some of the things that this proxy app allows, things that you can now have access to again thanks to this companion app. All in-game timers will function. They've been frozen for a while, so car servicing and upgrades and the $M reset timer, those all function again. If you're on the newest version of the game, watching ads for rewards, that works again. Special events in the career mode are functional again. That was a huge issue with Project Armageddon. People would get soft locked at Racing School Advanced because it required an internet connection to continue. So that's possible again. As it's been mentioned before, previously unavailable special events are once again replayable. For the newer versions of the game, VP and Round Hub events are available again, and with the time offset feature, you can go back and play any version or any round from the Round Hub. There's a ton of rounds available there. That's a huge bunch of content that's now once again replayable. LTD cars, I believe, can be purchased again. They were an internet required thing. So like the Aston Martin Vulcan and I think there's a Maserati, those required an internet connection to purchase because they were considered LTD cars. You can purchase previously removed cars, so NASCAR, V8 supercars. Again, using that time offset feature, you can go back in time to when those cars were available, buy them, and now you can have them forever. Event Archives is functional again. This was a feature that was available in older versions of the game, and that was sort of hit or miss. I was able to get some of that functioning before this happened. Now, all of the events inside the Event Archives are going to be functional again. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. This app is still in the alpha phase, and it's already doing things that I never imagined would be possible ever again. The sky is the limit for this app, and believe me, this is a monumental discovery for Real Racing 3's preservation in its entirety. So now, on to the important bit of the video. How can you set this app up and get it to function alongside Project Armageddon, at least on mobile? I have yet to get this to work on PC. That's an ongoing thing. I'm hopeful that I can figure something out. I will make a detailed tutorial standalone video on its own, since the process is a bit complicated, more so than I'd like. But for this video, for the sake of this video, I will try to just give a Cliff Notes version and try to just kind of hit on all the important parts, and if stuff doesn't make sense, again, just go to the more detailed tutorial video that I will upload. Obviously, first of all, you need the RR3 Proxy Pin app. I'll leave a link to that in the pinned comment below. Make sure you get that downloaded and installed. It is just a single APK file, nothing else. Once it's installed, you want to open it up, go to the settings page, enable HTTPS proxy, and then download a user certificate. Once that is done, you can go to the certificate section on your phone's settings and install that certificate that you just downloaded. It'll be a very small size, not much there. Once you make sure that is done, you can go back to the Proxy Pin app, enable HTTP2 by flipping the slider. Now you can change your time offset. You want to make sure that you go far enough back in time that it won't be a problem. Go backwards negative 800 days. That's over 2 years, so plenty of time backwards. Now you want to make note of these two numbers, that being your proxy port number and the proxy IP address number. The proxy port number is just 4 digits, and for the IP address, you only need to select and copy the first 8 digits, just those first 8 digits and the dots that include with it. Staying on the Proxy Pin app, tap the far left option on the bottom bar menu. That is the proxy filter page. Once you're on that page, tap the 3 dots at the top right of the screen and open the app whitelist menu. Add the vPhone OS app, since that's what Real Racing 3 exists inside of. And now you can tap the play button that's towards the bottom right of the screen, and that will start the proxy, which means you can now go back and open the vPhone OS app. But we're not done yet. Remember, we had to take note of all those numbers from before. That's where this comes back in. Once you've opened up your vPhone OS emulation and you're sitting on the main wallpaper home screen, pull the drop-down menu and long press the Wi-Fi logo until the Wi-Fi settings appear. You'll want to change the Wi-Fi option to advanced and then the proxy to manual. Now here's where those previously mentioned numbers come in. So put the proxy port number in the proxy port section, and then if you copied it, you should be able to just paste those 8 IP address digits into the proxy host name bar and make sure that you save all those changes. Now you can open up Real Racing 3 and experience online features once again. The good thing is that this whole complicated setup process only needs to be done once, and once you start the proxy, you technically don't need to turn it off. The proxy app will run in the background, and as I previously stated in this video, it is designed to only respond to Real Racing 3 messages. Now, I will say that this app is in the alpha stage, and I've already discovered some bugs myself. So, it's not by any stretch perfect, but this is an amazing companion app that has so much potential, and I can't wait to see what else this app will be able to do in the future. Now, this app is going to play a direct role in the upcoming release of Project Armageddon Phase 3, as the Event Archives feature will become available in version 5.2.0. And this proxy app will be the only way to replay those special events. Speaking of Phase 3, it will be releasing very, very soon. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss when that trailer releases. While I'm thinking about it, I've also got a Patreon page in the works, so stay tuned for more news about that. But that's all I have to say right now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. And until next time, keep on gaming, everybody.